What happened on Le Pool? Le Paul? What's the Le Paul? Is it guitar? Let's see. Hello. There's like a 10-second delay. Hmm. Yeah. So now we have captions on YouTube, right? So we set up a stream listener container, Flask API, Flask. Yeah, it was Flask. Don't blame me. This choice of this choice of Claude, and then it will automatically detect if I'm live. Um, it will send a Discord notification. So that's how we did it. Mm, It'll store captions to see what I'm talking about in stream. It'll also be reading Twitch chat to see what other people are talking about. It will respond accordingly to chatters and to me. But I'm gonna like reduce the rate at which it chats. But over time, it will also learn about what we like to talk about on stream. It'll be like part of the community identity. And then it will also do clip detection. It will see when chat moments are high, keyword triggers, moments of laughter, strong reactions, topic changes, and then it will create a log of like what needs to be um like timestamps that are clippable and what those timestamps are about. Um yeah. And then like in every 3 minute during potential stream hours, they sold the old apartment, so all the financial stuff is oh nice. Damn, you're gonna be so rich after selling. Hell yeah. So so are you gonna buy me one of those guitars? Hot dog flavor water? Since it's the other way around now. Cleaner, go post to megaphone, links pings habibis. This is the log format. It already made assumptions of stuff we like to talk about. Docker networking pain points, self-hosting versus cloud trade-off, Saudi Arabian tech scene. Who prefers Debian over Ubuntu for servers? How does it know this? Has strong opinions about Docker Compose versus Kubernetes. This is Claude. Not gonna be rich. And nah, you're still young. You'll figure things out. Enjoy storytelling about past devs experiences. Yes. Chat was most active during Docker rank rant. Olavo had a good back and forth about Linux distros. Okay, I guess it knew this from the memories. 3 new chatters joined during the gaming segment. And then I'll upload everything to Drive and DM me with a summary. That's the plan. I don't know if it's gonna work. We're gonna have to wait for I mean everything that it knows, you guys are gonna be able to see. Yo, hello, anti-communist. How are you? Shalom. Everything that it knows, it's gonna be on the MD files, right? So I show you my MD. Please respond. You can hey, all, anti-communist is sneaky, eh? Um, but yeah, if there's anything you're not comfortable with it having knowing by going through the memories, drop it. Just let me know and I'll remove it. It's all going to be public knowledge. But whatever moonshot or whatever inference provider I use for my AI, That's out of my control. I don't know how much data they're collecting on me. Stream listener. Yeah, we got that done. I really need to finish these chips. I haven't eaten in a bit. Oh, I finally set up tail scale. So no more port 22 out in the open asking to get butt fucked or anything. Look, finally. What else did I get done? I think I updated the Discord with the things that I got done. Messing with Claude Ghidra. Oh my god. Didn't Laurie Wired made the Ghidra MCP? Or is it someone else? I know I heard about the Ghidra MCP first from Laurie Wired. Don't ever go through airports asking them to authenticate these nuts. They might do it. Hello, Zeno, how are you? Never pay for a software like you're just gonna reverse engineer it. That's crazy. I've never played with Ghidra though. The whole reverse engineering thing. Oh no. But one, there's not a lot of money in it. There's not a lot of jobs in it. What do you want to do? Oh, Terry State refused, but Claude is like, oh, you're bypassing a license system. Okay. Claude is like anarchist. What did I do today? I did a lot of work. And on the side, I was working on like my infra. So, oh, I set up email. So incoming to like abu@abu.guru and anything with my domain is free. Cloudflare, I don't know why or how, because there's no one else that does this. Free incoming. But for outgoing, Cloudflare has it in beta. I don't know how they're gonna price it, or I don't know if it's gonna be free. So I'm using resend, and resend covers 3,000 outgoing per month. And setting it up was super easy. Even the DNS settings, they had a one click for Cloudflare. So I didn't have to copy values and DNS records over. And then tail scale, yeah. Also, isn't it crazy how like they just targeted a data center? I've been predicting this. I've been like paranoid during December specifically. I like something bad is going to happen. I just feel it. I just feel it in the air, right? And I was talking to my manager and was telling like what would happen. Like I feel like something really bad is going to happen, like something like a war, and our data centers are so vulnerable. We can just be cut off from the internet. Take care. Work fire. Oh, man's putting out fires. Good luck. SMTP to go. Oh, where's that? SMTP TP to go. That's faster than Israel can patch faster and go. SMTP to go. What is this? Is it free? Oh, how many emails do you send per month? Low volumes. Okay, not bad. So 10,000 for 15 starter. To say recent pricing on free tier for 1,000. Yeah, not bad. But like, it doesn't compete with recent. Wait. Am I wrong? Yeah, see, 3,000 per month. Yeah, I only saw one. That's why you asked. Yeah. So 50K for $20. How does that compare? Yeah, I think the recent's a lot more competitive. Scale 100,000 for 90. Their scale is much cheaper. This SMTP to go is much cheaper. Just fire up this stalwart, bro. It's not as easy. It's not that easy. Anti-communist. It's with stalwart. There's so many. What the heck? Stalwart mail and collaboration. Yeah, not get. Yeah, they get blocked. There's also reputation management, right? You don't want your domain to get a bad reputation. You don't want your VPS IP to get a bad reputation. Unlike the ones that manage reputation, usually bigger cloud. And also by default, 425 is closed. Yes, nobody. I was gonna do mail in a box, or there was another one, mail cow. This is the first time hearing of stalwart. Modern email collaboration, enhanced security, built to scale. Wait, this is a newer song, right? No, this is an older song. It's going in order. Guys, I need to take a shit, so I'm gonna have to let you all go. But after I finish my chips, is there anything you want me to play in the background while I poop? Oh, it's working, right? Just ASMR. Hmm. Daka. It's so stupid, man. How is Stalwart isn't a hostinger partner? Why? Their guy is like made. Oh, it's a beautiful website. I like it. This is minimalist, easy on the eyes, except for this. Yeah. I mean, it's just like another like SMTP mailbox. You're cooking. I'm gonna click your link. You get me in trouble. Oh, very cool. Audit trail, environment promotion, instant rollback, buy locking, buy hash. Flowbase HQ is DevDad's thing, right? Anti-communist. Very cool. I really hope for what? Shush. Those make fake a social proof. I'm like, oh no, I'm so, what are you put social proof in there? Now I'm like, did I really wish Dev Dad the best. I've been enjoying having like lurking and like hanging on his screen during work time. Once CLI signed, well, you can put HTMX in there as well. Deploy version artifacts across an packrat. What is an OCI artifact? Oracle Cloud? SP compatible service web UI CI/CD. Nice. Now I don't even believe if there's like a working solution. You just made the landing page. Oh, okay, okay. Not using for container. Yeah. How do I know if this works? Yo, that's me, Barry. Yeah. Hey, how are you? Sorry, mouth is full. Hey, Ash, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, I'm gonna play. One second. Let's clean this up. Noot, noot. I'm checking out jalapeno, cheddar jalapeno. It's, I don't know, Marami, some Saudi brand. It's cheaper than the rest. No, Amar, not a fan? Doesn't sound good? You lost me. Wait, you're not spicy. You don't like it spicy? I'm a bruh. But look, all my agents have email addresses and they go to Clankusi's email and Abu Guru goes to my Proton. Thank you, Mr. Cloudflare. Jalapeno Bay. No. Mm. Those are tunnel. Oh. Yeah, I exposed his fake social proof. Oh, bro, what the heck is this? Illegal Timu router? What each? Whoa, this sounds really interesting. Why next? Just slop forked Next.js war stuff. Isn't it crazy that they just like bombed a data center in the EU? Um, what do you want to do? Oh, isn't it crazy how I was talking about Michael Reeves and how he hasn't streamed in like years, and then 2 days later he goes live. I manifested that. I manifested a Michael Reeves stream. Um. Okay. Funny asthma. Fuck. It, I remember there's someone that used to do funny ASMRs. What the heck? Lord Farquaad does your makeup. EU? What? What's up, Neil Pointer? What about EU? What the heck is this song? No, no, no. UAE. But honestly, oh, this is a karaoke version of the song. But like, if they have American bases anywhere, it's a target. They bombed Riyadh as well in the corner. That's weird that Dick in a Box is censored. It's D star 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 in a box. There you go. All right. You guys just listen to tunes. Overdue. We're back. Right. Go. Oh, I need to modify some of the commands. Shall we do that first? Here, let's work on that first. Nico, how are you, Cass? How you been? It's been a bit before I checked in on ya. Lead mod? Do you know what lead mod perms entail? On Clearwater? Do you know what permissions they have? Sudo? Very close to sudo. Lead mod Twitch abilities. Adding, removing other mods. Manage VIPs. Adjust channel moderation settings. You just want to fuck with the other mods. And you have the ability to like un-VIP people. I know how I feel about that. I know how I feel about that. Wait, how do I? It's role management, right? Where is role management? Fuck. Oh, you get both moderator and lead moderator. Okay. And I should do it as well. Who else is Giga mod? All right. Here. You. I did wash hands. But I won't touch my keyboard or mouse if I didn't wash my hands. I also had like chips. I'm not comfortable having greasy mice and keyboard. 3. There you go. 3 lead mods. The rest are guess NSD, Bedro. No, Shreyas, Dan. I'm afraid of giving Dan lead mod. I'm afraid Shreyas is not here too often. Laser comes in once in a bit, only when I'm playing games he likes. What about my VIP? Do I need to clean it up? There's Love, there's Jan, Nilfiner, Sarge, Say. Is Alyssa? Alyssa should be in this, right? Alyssa is there, yeah. Alyssa. Yeah, yeah. I don't like putting the some people have like points based redemption for VIP. Unlike that. I don't know, it just shifts the vibe. Oh, I want to change my streamer bot settings now. You see this the circle up here? If I switch to big face, it's gone. So it only works per scene for cat cam. So for now, let me do cat cam again. If I look at cat cam, it's supposed to toggle for main. Oh, it's not cam and chat anymore. It's big face. What is group toggle? Source group? What is this group? I've never had a group before. It's supposed to toggle cat cam. Yes. And then we have BRB. And this is clone, duplicate, stub action. There would be bigger face. And that we need source. Is cat cam. Cat cam. Now, if I do cat cam, okay, and I go big face, bigger face, and BRB. Nice. We can turn it back off. What other stuff can I allow mods to do? We have BSOD, we have BRB, we have main. We have two counters. Dan says I'm dad, NSD hates it here. Do these soundboard thingies work? Oh, they do.
I don't like this rock.
Oh, sorry, I don't like that rock either.
Robert,
Yeah.
it's pissing me off.
So if I ever play this sound mods, it's because there's something making me feel someone making me feel uncomfortable in chat, and you have full permission to time them out. Repeated actions can lead to a ban. Mentioned. No, if anti-communist comes in, it's this. It's so loud on my side though. Holy moly.
Skill issue. Skill issue. Skill issue. Skill issue.
Daddy, chill.
No, I need time right. For the League players out there. You know, I need to fix the volume on my side. Is it too loud for y'all? It goes into the game audio source, bruh. Because my volume levels reset every time I restart my computer. Even the D's for music. See, if I adjust this, it doesn't affect the music for you all. Yeah, I can mute it. I don't hear music, but you guys still hear music. A is Microsoft Edge. B something. I don't know. I know C is for games, D is for music. The others, I figured it out. I can't even rename these because they get reset. I don't know how to fix that. What else can I do? There's this fly. You know the episode from Breaking Bad where the whole episode's focused on Walter White trying to kill this fly? This fly that's been bugging me for days, man. Auto shout out. Pew pew. I've been liking watching Dev Dad during work time. It's cool to see what he's working on and the struggles he's going through. Even the Coppinger has been streaming during my work time. I mean, he's been doing a 24/7 thing, and he's cool. Man, there's so many cool software and game dev streamers that I've been discovering lately, and I feel so bad that I've just been stuck to like the bigger, like Prime. There's so many talented people out there. And it only took me starting to stream and rating out to other streamers in the category until I realized that there's so much more out there. And they're all cool people, they're cool personalities. Okay, we got this done. Single codes. Oh yeah. Why is this called single codes? Can I not rename it? API headers. So there's an API query on new projects. Yeah, I do too. When I was seeing like DevDad SDE, why you're in most, yeah. When I see DevDad work on his product and the amount of stuff he's going through, I'm learning about the new tools that he's using to like get out there and the struggles of like, managing a team, ups and downs, the grind. It's cool. I mean, it's not. He seems quite down about the progress, but he's still grinding and pushing through. It's a lot more motivational watching them work. Is- yeah. There's a define which hits the Urban Dictionary API, so let's see if that works. No, I guess it would be. Moot point. All right. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Tailscale is cool. I like Tailscale. Easy onboarding. Very, very nice onboarding experience. Oh, did my visa information thing work? So it should have, there's an apply online portal. Nice. We have all the countries now. Yeah, before I used to use, oh shit, that worked? Yeah. Fiji, France. France is anti-communist favorite country. Honduras, India. Very cool. Now, what do you do? Replace select with text input. Oh, can I do text input? Honestly, I'll deal with that later. Multiple machines in one network. For now, it's just my phone and this Linux system. I need to put my Windows system on as well. There's so much you can do with the free tier. I like it. Authentic. RFR, no. Arun mentioned this on his stream as well. Satya is like an anarchist. He's purposely breaking Windows from the inside. He's huge on Linux, and he's like low key trying to make Windows bad so people will switch out of Windows and use Linux. Yeah. So like WSL, remember Microsoft loves Hearts Linux? So he's making Windows unbearable to the point where people will want to switch over. On Postgres, no Redis, embedded outpost runs inside. What's this? Yeah, one of us. They can barely maintain. Yeah, I mean it's all happening under his leadership, right? I'm sure that exists, Sarge. If we go, all you need to do is go to Unix spawn. Let's see if I say Windows. Windows and 7. Window maker. Windows and 7. I switched over to Ubuntu. Like Ubuntu was my first distro anti-communist after Windows stopped getting updates. Hello, Mr. Lost. Have you heard what African part of circle of life means in English? What the African part of circle of life? Isn't it? Wait, what is the African part of circle? African part of circle of life. A lion and a leopard come to this open place. I don't remember the Circle of Life song. Wait, let's play it. Circle of, how are you, Mr. Lost? To see you. Good to see you. Didn't communicate the message. Here comes the lion, Father, oh yes, it's a lion we're going to conquer. A lion and a leopard come to this open place. Look, there's a lion. Oh my god. Interesting. Windows 11. Should we bring back Aero? Do you think Aero, that whole Aero theming style, needs to make a comeback? Or a backshot? It's 2008 and you're 10 years old. Bring back Compiz Fusion. What's that? It's Fusion. Just tickle your funny bone. What is Compiz Fusion? Oh, these 3D kind of like environments. But these are like resource killers. I used to try to replicate them on Windows. Damn. And in Windows, I used to play with Rain Meter a lot. That was my Windows rising. Cool kids. I guess I wasn't cool. I played with Rain Meter a lot. Oh, sounds so good. You guys have a good playlist. I can put that on. Right now, I just like Daft Punk is an easy decision for me. I saw a TikTok of Thomas doing a remix recently. I was like, oh shit, he yearns for the mask. And people were putting pictures, commenting pictures of, in Spider-Man 1, the Tobey Maguire version, how he looks at, what's his name? The Goblin is like on the floor and he's looking at the garbage, the trash, like, and on that there's like the mask calling to him. And then people have replaced that mask with the Daft Punk mask. You made why? Why would you do that, Sergeant Pepper? Don't even use Windows, use SteamOS. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Mr. Lost. Let's go. I didn't know you were a Linux person. Android's not going to be open no more? Is this true? The heck? Android not... wait, doesn't make sense. They'd have to like take away... They are not open. No more open source. Open Android not open source anymore. But Google will keep sharing the code. Wait, you don't think so? But even in the end of the day, if they close source it off, right? People will fork the open source version, and they'll be community based, like Graphene, right? We have Graphene. Oh, also cool thing about Graphene, third-party app install, right? Graphene got a partnership with, guess who? Graphene OS partnership. I don't think so. I don't know. But if with a partnership with like this, curse, Motorola, this is huge. Moto Secure. Header Motorola. Let's see. Let's remove the flashbang. Headed to Motorola smartphones 2027. Pending hardware from Lenovo-owned brands that satisfy the privacy-focused Android fork requirements. Unveiled. You should use this emote, Sarge. Wait, fuck. Production support for devices including Google Pixel 6. I have a slight migraine. 12.5 billion. You might be forgiven for seeing a sense of deja vu. Yeah, back in the old school, like OG days of OnePlus, they were heavily partnered with CyanogenMod. I wonder what's going on with CyanogenMod. And it's now Lineage OS. Successor. CyanogenMod. Why cry? The song is making you feel the feels. It's Lineage OS, so CyanogenMod died. Lineage is still maintained. How is Lineage for... No, I want... Where do I see get Lineage? Let's say OnePlus. Wait, OnePlus is there? OnePlus 7 Pro. Released. No, wait. What's the latest version? Multiple variants of device. A major set change 2026 requires all app devs to register with Google before distributing apps. This involves paying or submitting government ID, private signing keys, list all current. Yeah, so pretty much what Neil Pointer said. It's just to use the Google Play Store stuff. They're not. It doesn't have an effect on the operating system, but the application distribution. Yeah. I mean, you can always download an alternative app store like F-Droid. Right? Or you can just allow the APK, download the APK. Ban. Wall Garden, you're saying they'll be, wait, all app developers to register with distributing. It says distributing apps, right? Listing all current future apps, because the responsibility of installing a separate app store is not a developer responsibility. It's a consumer. The responsibility falls on the person that's consuming it. At least based on my very brief understanding, because I didn't really read. If you have a link, Mr. Lost, I'd appreciate. Wait, let me see. Is this a new version? How new is this build? Leading the charge. You can find? Yeah, sounds good. Send it over. 23.2. Lineage 23.2. Oh, dude, they're really maintaining it. In chat, you can put it on chat. Don't worry about it. Links are allowed. Like my moderation is very weak. My auto mod is very weak. I'm because I find it way too aggressive. Um, and if there's something I don't want to be on chat, I'll delete it and I'll or the mods I trust the mods ability to moderate. My mods know my sense of my tolerance and my sense of humor. OnePlus running Android 16. Don't trust the mods. I like this chorus. Damn, it's well maintained, so I can get. What are the issues? Are there known issues? Changing screen resolution, device integrity. What's that? Will not work. Banking apps? Will I be able to use banking apps? God damn it, Sarge. Android. Like, I like the reliability of iOS. I don't like how you're limited in terms of customization. Let's check this video out.
This morning, almost 40 organizations published an open letter to Google demanding they reverse their Android developer verification program. Techlore is one of them, the Rossman Group is one of them, and many of the open source projects
You can hear, right?
use and
Yeah.
love are on the list. Now, before I explain why we signed, I need to address something, which is this widely circulated narrative that Google has already backed down from preventing you installing whatever apps you want on your phone. They did not back down, and that misunderstanding that seems somewhat intentional on their end might be the most dangerous part of the story that needs to be cleared up. Let's get into it. If you're new to this, very quick recap. In August of last year, Google announced that as of September of this year, it will no longer be possible to develop apps for the Android platform without first registering centrally with Google, which means you have to pay, developers have to pay a fee to Google, they have to agree to Google's terms and conditions, they have to provide government identification, upload evidence of their private signing key, and list all.
Bro, everyone wants identification. God damn it.
This includes for developers who don't even want to use the Google Play Store. That can mean a developer who wants to publish an app on GitHub. This can mean you just publishing an app for your friends or for yourself on GitHub. No one would be able to install your app on any device with Google Play Service.
Wait, what?
Keep in mind, this includes for developers who don't even want to use the Google Play Store. That can mean a developer who just wants to publish an app on GitHub. This can mean you just publishing an app for your friends or for yourself on GitHub. No one would be able to install your app on any device with Google Play Services unless you literally.
Yeah, Apple already does this, but fuck Apple.
Like F-Droid, because they distribute these open source apps without requiring developers to hand over any personal data. They can't.
Let me.
This kind of thing. To stay true.
Yeah, and that's why
literally did all of these things. This also straight up kills open source app stores like F-Droid because they distribute these open source apps without requiring developers to hand over any personal data, and they can't
keep Android open
to stay true to their own models. I covered this already in previous videos if you want to learn more. It's also in the description. So what happened is because all of you came together and got angry, we did content about this, F-Droid did articles about this, everyone came forward on socials. It was a really good movement, and we got Google to at least acknowledge the issues with this somewhat. So they put out this blog article.
It's crazy how I haven't seen anything about this on X.
Flow. They're building a new advanced flow that allows experienced users to accept the risks of installing software that isn't verified. So this was seen as overall a win, even though it potentially adds to a lot of friction points. I kind of covered the pros and cons of that in an update video when they put this out. Still somewhat of a win because it wouldn't just outright prevent you from downloading apps.
Yeah.
Here is what the official description still says to this day.
What happened, Hot Dog?
Linked on Keep Android Open.
Good night, Hot Dog Water. Thanks for coming by.
All apps to be registered by
appreciate you, man.
in order to be installed on certified Android devices. And as Keep Android
Best
Open
mod.
says, until such time that they have shown evidence that it will be possible to bypass the verification process without friction, we must believe what is stated on their official page, that all apps from non-registered developers will be blocked.
All mods best mod though.
Down goes into effect. This means if you you get apps from Obtainium, if you get apps from F-Droid, if you get apps from Aurora Store, if you get apps from anywhere except the Google Play services.
No, I see
store,
where you're
you just
coming
can't
from,
do it.
Mr.
And
Lost.
if you go a step further and just go, well, I'm not going to use a certified Android device, I'm just going to use something without Google Play services, you are the minority, so this still impacts a ton of people. But even then, what developers are still going to want to publish apps to such a small minority of people? This doesn't just impact your ability to sideload apps, this also impacts developers' ability.
And when I say best mod, like the best moderation team on
actually exactly
Twitch.
what F-Droid found out. They just put out this blog article, and links for all this stuff are always in the description. But we have since learned that no such advanced flow will be made available prior to the September lockdown. This is from F-Droid. They have some kind of internal information from Google that this will not exist. They purported to be gathering early feedback on the design of this advanced flow, but this is also untrue because they said that no such.
They're probably just going to enforce it on
so there's a letter. You can read the letter in
on the
encryption.
OEMs.
Publish this letter opposing the program with many organizations, including ourselves, signing it. We
Then
signed it because I don't think that this.
They're just going to like unlock the bootloader and go somewhere else.
This channel are probably pretty familiar with installing apps away from official app stores. We don't want people to feel tied to only a store that's gatekeeped by one big tech company or two big tech companies. I believe that you should be able to install software from wherever and do whatever you want with it. We've recommended F-Droid for years. When Google eliminates alternative distribution channels, that directly affects our audience. It affects all of you.
True.
And I think that this is extremely problematic, not just for my audience, but for the overall app ecosystem. Even people who are not sideloading apps or installing apps outside of the Play Store, who still get everything from the Play Store, will be hurt by this in the long run because this does kill the overall free ecosystem. If the free ecosystem continues to flourish and grow and become competitive to Google's ecosystem, people might actually move away from it in the long run. But this hurts that potential as well. So this really hurts everyone. It even hurts iOS users because now there's even less precedent that Apple needs to open up iOS. This impacts everyone.
What happened to the Ubuntu
Before we continue, I want to share
OS
something that caught my attention, which is
for
what
phones?
actually powers the privacy-friendly tools that many
And then there
newer
used to be
applications
Google's
have.
Fuchsia's
Well,
project.
if you dive into it, Signal's Android version is Kotlin first.
Where was it?
SDN,
Microkernel. There's some different
and simple
philosophy
uses Kotlin
when it comes to handling
across several
the
operating
kernel.
systems in their ecosystem. All of these tools include Kotlin in some way across various platforms, and there is good reason for this. That's because it's a modern programming language designed for safety and
I want to skip the ad, but like I'm live on stream. I don't want it. I'm already watching his streaming his content for free.
Without sacrificing security, and because
But
it runs on the JVM,
JetBrain-
it integrates seamlessly with the entire
JetBrain
operating
ad
system, including Spring
in
Framework,
software and
which
game
is
dev
a platform for
category.
building secure backend services and APIs. It also powers backend infrastructure, though, with frameworks like Coog. Developers are even building AI agents on the JVM using open source models. So if you're a developer or aspiring to be one,
To use
and care
Android,
about
yeah.
privacy, security, and building tools that respects users in a convenient way across multiple platforms, Kotlin
Well, it's
is
cool.
workable.
I feel like a
Trusted
lot of people
services in the
still
digital
do
rights
use
community
it.
are already building with it, and there's no reason you can't build your next amazing project with it too. Head to the link in the description to start building with Kotlin and JetBrains tools, including their coding agents that are available there.
So if you're new to this and you're still skeptical, there have been a few.
It's funny because majority of the devs that I worked with, they don't use the console. They don't use the CLI
So Google already
as their primary. Maybe that's just like my limited experience. Everyone uses like VS Code.
This would be the equivalent of preventing you from installing a
Or
.exe on
Xcode.
Windows or a DMG file on macOS. The third, and this is
Like
really
some
where I get
IDE.
quite concerned, and they do bring this up as
It's
well.
just people that I know in the open source world that are like
Google and Apple have a
API,
documented
CLI
legal
heavy, and people in
responsibility of removing
security.
apps under pressure from governments. So tying every app to a verified developer identity makes that pressure infinitely more
Even my
actionable, and
manager,
because you
he's
can't
really
download
good
apps anymore away from those app stores
at
makes those bans far more effective in
infra
anything
stuff,
they
but
can
he
do.
uses Nano.
So authoritarian regimes will use this, and they already have been using this, and this is only going to make it far more effective. So I'm going to repeat to all of you what you all can do. First, if you are a developer, you need to resist it.
Still use Visual Studio, yeah.
Developer thing. You're just signaling to Google that it's okay. This is all okay, is what you're signaling.
I know the Nokia Lumia phones had it, but I don't think Windows is maintaining that anymore.
Inside of your app about what's going on. I believe we actually rolled this out into our app Plexus. You can also add a countdown banner on the top of your page. This is what it looks like here. So if you have a website or you have any kind of following, those are some things that you can implement to help spread the word. If you are not a developer, you can simply start by installing F-Droid and installing an alternative app store, something like Obtainium, F-Droid, whatever you want to use. You can provide feedback directly to Google using this link that's again on keepandroidopen.org. I'm going to leave everything down in the description. Use socials, use blog posts, link to keepandroidopen.org.
Yeah, it was a
You
flop.
can also combat misinformation online. That is huge nowadays. It's everywhere. And I'm sure some people are going to try to defend this pretty passionately. You can also help this project.
The Talos thing was a cool concept, but the user experience in the end just was not
translate something,
not
or
good.
edit this page if you find a mistake, or if you find a new way to support the cause, definitely edit it. You can also sign the change.org petition, which already has a ton of signatures, but there's no harm in getting more. Finally, you need to contact regulators. You need to contact them about this now. It is probably the best thing that you can do. Will they listen? We don't know, but the more people that you contact, the better. And that way, they are at least notified of the possible anger that people will have when this kind of thing rolls out. This also isn't idealism. This is the same strategy that worked against overly aggressive.
Hey, lady loves that phone.
Non-participation is
that
leverage,
lady.
and also these things do work, and at least
Which
signal to
lady?
the company that people are unhappy about this. Even if they
Your
continue to
Grammy
do it,
has
at
one.
least we signaled in advance that there is.
Oh, your Grammy has a Lumia
so they can't deny
or Windows
that they were
OS.
oblivious or didn't know, because they know, because you are all getting out there and getting active. So yeah, I wanted to come forward and share why we signed this letter, and I also wanted to make a video kind of shouting this out, getting some attention on this. I am not neutral, nor is Heckler as an organization neutral on platform openness. That's not something that I think is really debatable. We cover privacy, digital rights, we cover all these cool tech things back here because we believe that architecture of the tools that people use every single day can actually increase their freedom with technology and the overall world that we live in. A world where two tech companies that are from the same
I need to start watching YouTube more. People are like
that dominate all of our mobile
covering
devices,
things in more detail. I'm just like getting like short headlines on X and then making assumptions of what the deeper ramifications are.
F-Droid as an app store is not perfect, but it represents something super important, which is the possibility of distributing software on a device you own without asking permission.
Also need to reduce my short form content.
And your rights. So September 2026 is when we might see kind of the end of a formally open Android ecosystem, unless we act now and try to do something about it to fight back. Otherwise, I have really no more strong reason to not recommend you all get iPhones, because this just is pretty much.
I need to. This account is brand new.
Unless maybe you get a custom ROM.
For my brand email.
Still not pushing updates to you anymore. So go check out keepandroidopen.org. It has everything. It has the open letter. It has
I need to
it has everything.
use this account and curate my subscription more, because my OG account, the one that has the Loki Abu handle,
you already are a Techlorian. I'll see you in the next one. And I actually did an interview with Mark from F-Droid talking about
that has subscriptions that are of things I subscribed to since 2008.
What is actually going on from their own mouth.
So going through that list is a nightmare to clean up. Subscribe to this guy though. Yeah, I need to go through this, and very cool. Very cool. One for personal, for streaming content. Do you stream, Mr. Lost? Wait, did I ask you this before? Do you stream? You dabble? Let me give you a follow then. Fucking hell. 1 hour at a time still. Is a picture of Kirk. God damn it. You do stream. The heck? Do I follow you? I don't. When was your last stream? "15 hours ago." So you do stream. You stream on the regular. Oh yeah. All right. Nah, no regular. Well, enough. It's enough for me to follow and check you out if you're alive. Baby feet for a buddy. What's baby feet? Oh, this is tiny. Let me increase it. So we're removing basic auth, but we're going to comment them out. Baby steps. I heard of baby steps. Oh yeah, this game. It looks so cursed. Made by Bennett. Yeah, the guy that made that Sledgehammer game, right? A lot of male appendages. Nice. Big fan of male appendages. Bennett 40, yeah. Getting over it. Hello, Mr. Nightshade Dude. What up, Mr. Nightshade Dude? Bro, I don't know what it's gonna be like next couple of days, 2 months. But it's not something I can look away, so I'm been monitoring the situation. Say I get disconnected, say like the data centers here are taken out, because they are an easy target. I was looking into options, how I can stay connected. I made a bit chat, right? But the user experience sucks. And there's literally nobody around in my area that uses BitChat, at least for now. But I assume it will pick up if like internet goes out, right? And then someone somehow will have like connectivity. I don't know. And then all of our BitChat will be going through their node. Because it uses Bluetooth Low Energy and internet. It's interesting. Now looking into other alternatives. There's Meshtastic, but you need hardware for that. Yeah. So like you need people around you using BitChat, and then you all connect to each other so you can message people. Yeah, LoRa and radio waves. But I want to be able to keep in touch with people who are not in the region, right? So I think this is something people need to start talking about if they want to be connected and share what they're going through or what's happening in the case that everything gets taken out. The other thing is the only place that was active on BitChat was the place that overlapped Iran, so you can teleport and see. But there's a lot of trollers as well, so it's hard. It's completely anonymous. But I think if shit hits the fan, people will be more serious. Yeah, the Iran region is active. Satellite chat. Meshtastic, I think you need hardware from what I understand. I need to do more reading on it. Yeah, for sure. More serious people would get on. And not a lot of people are aware, right, of the solutions out there. We are so reliant on fragile infrastructure and not as protected as, they're protected from like physical security, people getting in and trying to steal data, blah, blah, blah. But these are not they don't keep the data centers in places where there are a lot of people. Generally, the large ones. So if there's going to be a missile going there, they're not going to easily deter it. Like they'll prioritize keeping the missiles the counter defenses to protect people instead of the data centers. That's what happened with the UAE data center today, right? UAE, AWS. Man, I remember on December I said like there was I have a feeling something's gonna happen, and I had a conversation with my manager like, what if they take out our data centers? Like my terminal, that's what my terminally online brain was worrying about, not safety, like internet connectivity. And my like naive ass went into the Iranian region group chat, and I was like, guys, do you guys have internet connection? Do you have connectivity to social media? Like, yeah, they do, but they don't have access to. Brain is cooked, bruh. You don't know how schizo I can be and how much I hold back. How much I hold back, because it's like I've let out the schizo part of me, and then I got hospitalized. I don't want that to happen again. But ever since these Epstein files stuff like revealed more, I'm like, bro, the schizos, they know it all. Like it made me more confident in my schizophrenia. Like, yeah, like keep cooking, keep coming up with these conspiracy theories. But I'm very absurd. Like I take a very absurdist approach. I'm like, I'm not a tinfoil hat, hide under and protect myself. Hit one of those data centers. It's weird times, man. Weird times. Okay. We have Postgres. Good, good. I'm gonna have to go through all of the Docker files and make sure they're hardened as well soon. And I need to do a full server audit. There's a cool tool that automates a lot of it for me. So I forget the name. It starts with L though. Server audit, open source, not audit sphere. Where is it? Where is it? Starting with L. In the matrix, Linus. There it is. Linus. And it does like a full CIS benchmark against your system. You just bring it in and creates a small report of things you can do. You can choose other compliance rules you want, other frameworks you want to be compliant with. But I want the CIS benchmark. Yeah, CIS benchmark's what I like. And it's pretty nifty. It's Bastille Linux. Bastille was long time known. Yeah, no, this doesn't do what I want it to do. This is overkill. I have been Wazoo maxing lately. Everything, almost everything. Only Azure DevOps is the pending item. And around 10,000 alerts per day are being fired. And I had to suppress a lot of that. So I bought it down to 92%. So it's around 1,000, 982 alerts. Majority of them being low severity. Yeah, you can. It's going to finish now anyways. This is old school Daft Punk. Is it tripping you off? Zipper swipe. This is Daft Punk's second album, 1997. I really wish they had the ability to adjust music volume, because it is a completely different line in Twitch. I'm not doing Rust. What the fuck? Okay, authentic. Then it's gonna be auth. Bruh. The only thing I don't like is you gotta make custom outpost rules. So if you make a new service, you gotta come into authentic server and create that rule. Sure, I mean, I feel like I have the ability to like keep track of what I got distracted from and remember what I missed. But maybe I do. I allow myself to be distracted. That's how I see it. It's not against my will. Aware. Well managed chaos. I don't know about well managed, but the distraction part depends on the stakes, right? When the stakes are high, like nothing's gonna be able to and that's the choice. It's not ADHD. It's not like ADHD hyper focus. Because I've seen people with ADHD hyper focus, and I don't have that. I've seen how crazy focused someone with ADHD can be. I definitely don't have that. Admin only. Graphic, OpenClaw, Uptime Kuma, Pterodactyl. Um, we'll figure it out. Depends on what it is for you. Yeah. Migrate services. If you're interested, you'll do it in completion or exhaustion. So funny I said that. Yeah. Because part of like, I don't know if it's ADHD or it's because of how we haven't evolved to like deal with so much um input or stimulus, because like smartphones notifications hitting you all the time, a person reading multiple chat messages while trying to do things, so it takes practice. I don't know how, like, I personally haven't witnessed any streamer go from like 10 viewers to like 2000 plus. I haven't really been part of any streamer's journey that has seen that sort of growth. But when I see Prime now, like this chat's just going off, right? And he's locked in. And to me it feels like he's learned that ability, and he's been on his own journey. But I feel like when I have a feeling where when his chat used to be like his viewership used to be smaller in the early days, he probably like engaged with chat all of the time. George Hotz, just wait. I know George Hotz streams. I don't know if he's streaming. I don't know if his viewership is high. From what I remember, it's like in 100, 200. I haven't been in a George Hotz stream in a hot minute. In a hot minute. Bruh, He lost 70K. Fuck. Do I follow him on Twitch? How is his open source car automation thingy going? Leak token, yeah, that's crazy. I don't follow him. I guess I was watching him somewhere else, right? Damn. When was his last stream? Last month. Yeah, he doesn't stream too often. It's crazy. George Hart's journey. Man, we should cover George Hart's journey one day. I'm gonna add that to stream idea. George Hart's journey. He was deploying. Wait, is he living in China? Damn. What's he doing in China? Is it because he has access to cheap hardware? One at a time, documentation, per service label. Okay. For pterodactyl admin, we need separate Discord role called Dino. Is this based? This is Claude, Mr. Lost. Claude has been helping me manage my infra lately. Discord users don't need local authentic accounts. Then yeah. Local accounts only for me. Yeah. But when it comes to my infra, I have. Well, when I was using it today at work to fine tune my Wazoo, the web portal was down, but the cloud code thing is not dead. I was like, what difference? Aren't they hitting the same, like, yeah, I wonder how that will play out. I really like Claude, and I don't like that they're not allowing you to use it with the open Claude thingy. No, look, okay. Startup order verification. Wait, let me see the oh no, okay, it made the new plan. Oh. Dino. You don't know. I admire the fact that he was not willing to more than Sam Altman Neil Pointer. Equally okay. But I admire him standing by the initial contract. Dario is the guy that leads Anthropic, Mr. Lost. Dario was part of the initial OpenAI team. Dario and his sister, so the Amodi siblings. Yeah, they were part of the initial OpenAI team, the VP of research. But Sam and him, and I guess there was some strife inside. So Dario and his sister went and formed Anthropic. It's actually insane. I'm not a dev either, Mr. Lost. I'm in tech, right? You don't have to. We can't know it all, and this is why I really liked. I'm like so blessed to have found this part of Twitch, the software and game dev category. Speaking of game software and dev, it's because I started learning new things from streamers and chats while like just having them on a second screen. While I did my thing. It's insane that one of the initial investments into Anthropic, where is it? Sam Bankman-Fried, 580 million. So that Gamba money went towards something fruitful at least. But I find I'm not I don't trust either of the psychopaths. But I found it very admirable how he didn't bend the knee. We'll see how it plays out. Yeah, I don't like how I had to set different outposts each time. Like if you look at what's his name? Sam Altman, right? His history. He became big because of a social network. And that says a lot about him already. Why is it in a different language? He became big because of Looped. That's how he got into VC. So I don't think he really understands. It's all like he just probably. I don't think he's a very technical person either. He just knows how to do business. Who bought Looped? Who bought Looped? I hate Y Combinator so much. Fuck these guys. If there's anyone to blame for this, if the bubble pops and like people are affected by it, it's all Y Combinator. They're so cringe. They're putting money towards the stupidest things. Like they're just riding hype waves or hype, like we're riding on hype. Gary Tan was not a founder. Interesting. So what does Paul Graham do? He doesn't invest through Y Combinator. He just funds things by himself, or does he have his own other fund, other startup accelerator? What does he do? Web. Most engineers care about being accurate. These guys sell a vision. Yeah, these guys understand how to make people feel seen when they don't actually care about their best interests. He might get banned. Really? Oh shit. All right. Let's get back to trying to use here. Authentic, blah blah blah. Discord OAuth, yes. Authentic admin, 3 groups. Wait, configure authentic directory federation login. 3 groups. Authentic admin, infra admin services, authentic user, Abu and friends, shared services. What are they? Shared services though. We need to plan it out. Because so far, uptime Kuma, fuck, status. Here, let's plan it out. Services. Okay. Traffic. We'll be having admin, right? Uptime Kuma. Kuma will be admin, right? For Jeho, I'm not gonna cover it with auth because it's gonna break the pipeline. Links, no auth. The public need to be able to see it. Okay, there's nothing there. Here, pterodactyl panel will have the dino. Fuck. Why did it? Why? Okay. Right. Search. Should I? No, search. I'll keep it public. I don't care if it gets spammed. Or should I? Oh. Wait. It can get spammed. Okay. Search will be for the general. 0x and G will be Habibis, right? Roll. 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 That's it. Stremio will be pirates. So Stremio. Oh, this is a scary kid. Wait, this is the wrong Christmas kid. Wait, this is the correct Christmas kid. You wanted to play that creepy song, right? Can I do pirate flag emoji? I can copy it. Pirate flag emoji. Roll. Then we have Tourasia, which is not going to be behind auth. These are the roles in Discord, and they need their own mappings in authentic. Fuck. Fuck. Yo, Flo. How do I remove the numbers? No numbers. Bat. Oh, plain. Ow. But out. But out. But out. I'm setting up authentic, Flo. Hmm. OpenClaw. OpenClaw is going to be admin. Now I need to update the rest of the plan. Yeah. Update the files to modify. What time is it? 2:28. Okay, I got 1 more hour in me. Hopefully it gets done by then. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. I just hope it doesn't take too many resources. It's Premio, one self-host instance based final fixed. Yeah, I did fix it. Did you try then? I fixed the login issue you were having, and I made it so that you don't need to log in with an account. The plugin, yeah. Did you test it out? The account part? I wish I knew. The account part is basic auth from Prefect. I just needed to escape the $sign. And the server is offline because the server is is never off online. There is no server. So there is Stremio Web and the Stremio server, right? Stremio Web is just the user interface. And with Torrentio, the server is coming from Dbrid. Dbrid is serving the content to you, right? But the Stremio server is for streaming torrents. It handles the transcoding, which is something I don't have in place. I don't need to have that running because we're using dbrid. So we don't need a Stremio server. It's just UI, yeah. You need magnet links with good seeders. It works on my UI without a Stremio without a Stremio server service. Really? Then what does the Stremio server do? Here, Stremio server. Stremio core. Yeah, sorry. No. Stremio btorrent xyz btorrent.xyz. Okay, but btorrent handles the serving, right? On the web UI. Yeah, okay, got it. Stremio web, Stremio shell, Stremio service, I guess this is it. All right, let's try to get this traffic out of the way because I want to kind of wrap things up, eat and sleep early. I have a bit of a migraine. Create admin account, yeah. Discord auth, Dino. Let's make the Dino role. I don't need this anymore. Yeah. Ooh, what's it called? How does it compare to all dbrid and real dbrid? Skew it brown. Let's add Jan, Mystics, and me. Sounds good. What roles do I have? I have architect, Twitch, Habibis, pirate, dino. Nice. One at a time. Documentation, startup order, rollback. Habibis. If you guys want access, you know where it's happening. Also, Clankusi's journey. To watch soccer. Flo, did you just bend the knee and call it soccer? What the fuck, man? You're in Germany. Why would you call it soccer? This is horrible. This is demented behavior, man. Good. Football? You mean hand egg? The biscuits and the gravy. Why would you call it soccer, Flo? What the fuck is wrong with you? It's football. Except cookie during Ramadan. I don't think so, man. It'll break our fast. Wow, my keys. Anyways, the Postgres is not going anywhere. Wait, what are these keys? Why is it being shown? I'll find out sometime later. I have to rotate it. Key leaked. It's right there. What is this?
ورحمة الله وبركاته شيخ.
مرحبا وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
يا شيخ اليوم بالغلط وقعت أمي شاورما مع زيادة طحينية.
نعم.
وكمان قطعة تفاح وتقريبا 3 لتر مي.
إيه؟
فمش عارف هل أكمل صيامي ولا أطعمني الله وسقاني.
There's this one guy on Instagram, Sheikh, that gets asked unhinged Zoomer questions. Yeah, this guy. I want compilation. Compilation. You don't know what shawarma is, Flo? How do you know curse words but not shawarma? What's his name?
Sir, if I go to heaven, can I ask my anime wife to be real? Yo, this is a real question? Get your head out of that dang screen and put it in the Quran.
This is the Quran.
Sir,
What's the
if I
name
go
of the
to heaven,
sheikh?
Can I ask my
What's his ID
anime
name?
wife to be real?
Yeah, what is this sheikh's name? Sheikh Abdulaziz Rasul. I have a Muslim colleague who won't shut up about fasting, and he fasts like a king, 6 a.m. I don't like people who are like throwing their religion in front of your face about fasting. He just feasts like a king, 6 a.m. Bro eats more. That's the case with most people. They just like eat so much when fasting ends. A lot of people come out of Ramadan fatter than when they went into it. Yeah, I'm also like kind of like that, but I'm not. Kind of like you, Mr. Lost. I'm happy like one meal a day. OMAD, what is that? OMAD. 1 meal a day, okay. But I was heavily underweight. I used to be 45 kilograms until 3 years ago. Now I'm like 70. No, I'm like 65-ish. You're super skinny? Oh no. The reason I did the 1 meal a day thing is because every time I ate, I lose focus.
Yeah, Sheikh, can I date 3 girls? MashaAllah alaik. At the same time, so I can choose wisely which among them I can marry. No, no, big fat no. Can you vape in the masjid? Bro, where do I get these questions from, man? What do you mean vape in the masjid? You're not supposed to vape anywhere on earth, yet alone the masjid. And of course, the masjid, you're going to have extra love and respect and honor for the masjid.
My fast metabolism went away 3 years ago.
Like Metallica. Why the heck are you asking a Muslim, yet alone an imam, yet alone with a guy with a beard that is white if he likes Metallica? No, I don't! How to get over a girl I love? Well, I'm guessing you're asking me how to crush your crush. Look, you want to crush your crush? You stop talking about her. You stop talking to her. You stop writing about her. You stop making videos about her. You stop asking me about her. Just leave her alone. There you go, sir.
Can I
go to the Didi party with Alzheimer to be in halal again? Yo, isn't Diddy that rapper guy who like abused kids or something like that? Who the heck is Alzheimer?
Do I have Netflix?
What the heck is this guy asking me?
My mom's Netflix account. Right now, I use tv.abu.guru and it does the job. But it's locked.
I don't say if it's halal unless I know what I'm talking about. I know what you're talking about. Just get off the Diddy watch, all right?
I've seen Mo, yeah. A bit of it. I really like. So in Mo, there's this one guy. No, Mo is about this guy, right? I haven't really seen much of it, but this actor Mo Amer was in Rami, the Rami Yusuf. I really like Rami. It's really good representation of like the struggles of like a modern, younger Muslim, especially in the US, and like their struggles with when they do go back to their home country, the disconnect, because you get a lot of shit from your parents, like saying, look, hey, you know, if we hadn't left, you wouldn't be like this. And then he goes back to Egypt and he's seen that these people are doing coke, they're getting drunk, they're having parties. So like he sees that Egypt kind of evolved in its own way, and his parents' view of what Egypt used to be like is like kind of stuck in the past. It's similar with my parents. They think like India, Sri Lanka is a certain way now, but it's like a view that they used to have from when they used to live there. Yeah, it's very cool. I really like Rami. And I also like the closeted uncle who's like super macho, but like on the down low. He's gay as fuck.
Halliburton has more aura. Bro, why you asking me about people's aura, man?
Aura.
Aura. Yeah. Like glow, like lights.
Kinda. It's like how cool their presence is.
Oh, their presence. Bro, the cooler guy is gonna be the one who wins. Can you vape in the masjid? Bro, where do I get these questions from, man? What do you mean vape in the masjid? You're not supposed to vape anywhere on earth, yet alone the masjid. Is eating pork on Minecraft? Listen to Eminem and Hajj. A terrible question and a terrible thought.
What's the shake? They're just like
on earth, yet alone the most holy place and the holy site on earth.
Kind of like a pastor.
I have a crush on someone who's not Muslim. How do I get over it? Bro, I told you, just crush the crush, man. Do you think SGA or Halliburton? Can I beat my wife?
What the
you want
fuck?
Allah to beat the craft out of you in Jahannam? Then yeah. Can you vape in the masjid? Bro, where do I get these questions from, man? What do you mean vape in the masjid? You're not Sheikh Ronaldo or Messi? Yo, when did Ronaldo become a sheikh? It's not Ronaldo or Messi, bro. It's Muhammad Salah.
Muhammad Saab.
Sheikh. Is Shaitan can read mind? Yes, he can. He can also speak better
There are
English.
self-proclaimed sheikhs who
Sir, if I go
who
to
have
hell and I ask my
educated
anime rights to
themselves,
be
but
real,
like there is a proper way. There's a board that's gotta recognize you. But I don't know much about that world. Jannah is Christian paradise, yeah, and there are like 7 like levels of heaven, right? 7 heavens. So there are 7, yeah, and it's the same as Christian Bible. And there's also levels of hell, right? Am I right? Am I wrong? Islam? Yeah, there are 7 levels of hell. Jahannam is hell. Hell no. Authentic is deployed and held at auth before recreating 6 services with forward auth labels. Only in Islam for hell. Oh, okay. So it's not in Christianity. Interesting. Then Dante's Inferno is not based on Christianity. Dante's Inferno. Good death. Yeah. It's like a fanfic. Okay. So it's not based on Christianity, huh? Based on Christianity. Let's see. Catholic theology and Christian cosmology. Interesting. I played the Dante's Inferno game on PSP. Inferno. I really like this game. I don't know if anyone here played this game, but it's very much God of War vibes. There's no biblical text for it. What did you ask? If Final situation, it honestly like you're worse off in London right now. Flo. That's how I feel. Like I slept like a child. I didn't hear anything. Like there's a lot of protection. There's a lot of like defense. I'm not gonna get stabbed walking on the road is is the case. Even my sister, right? Because Saudi used to be a lot more strict. It used to be so much worse. Yo, thank you for following. First, you state. Welcome in. 2 mass stabbings this week. Shit. Yeah. Like she lives in Canada now, right? But back then, before 2015, I guess before 2012, there used to be religious police. If they see you outside of the mosque, they'll come and question you. Why aren't you in the mosque? Why aren't you praying? They'll like police the way you practice and what you're wearing. That's the state of like Saudi back at the time. There was no like women couldn't drive. Yeah, fugue straight. Nice. Women couldn't drive. No cinemas. No like arts. No arts celebration of the arts whatsoever. I left in 2015. After I left, they bought in cinemas, their concerts. They're completely like they want to make not only want to make money off of these avenues, they want more jobs for Saudis, right? They started Saudiization, so they want to rely less on foreigners to keep the country running, and they have like a quota. You hire like 75%. I didn't choose Saudi. I wouldn't choose Saudi. It's just that my parents left Much worse circumstances in India and Sri Lanka for Saudi. And I was born in Saudi. Yeah. I'm not a Saudi citizen. They don't have birthright here. I did chill in Canada, and I would stay in Canada if my work permit didn't expire. And I do want to go back, but it's a hopeless cause now. Yeah. I went to Canada and I came back to Saudi because that's where my network is. I spend most time here. There are citizenship pathways. They've introduced it recently. Saudi citizen. It's more like you pay for it. Let's see the AI answer. By birth. So if you have a Saudi father or a Saudi mother, then yeah, you can get it. You can marry, but I think it's only like a foreign woman can get the citizenship, not the other way around. While foreign men married to Saudi women do not automatically receive it. Foreign residents can apply if they meet the following: residency, at least 10 years of legal residence; behavior, like you need to be fluent in Arabic, and no crimes; and working in a field needed by the kingdom. So I've heard PhD holders have like higher priority. And by royal decree, if this king or the prince says so, they get it. Yeah. Um, but no dual nationality. I think you have to renounce previous citizenship. PhDs. Hey, fuck, I walked right into that. Why would you want to come to Saudi, Flo? I don't know. It's so boring here. So, but if you're white, you're going to be treated like royalty. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. They'll treat like South Asians as second subhuman, but white people like, tell me more. You're going to be treated like royalty. But yeah, I got to be careful about what I say. Where is it literally Scottish? Yeah. Like if you go on Instagram or Reddit and see like the stories of people that work here, even my mom works at the American Embassy, right? A lot of her coworkers are Americans. They don't want to go back to America. They get like a good life, big like subsidized housing in like a protected area called the diplomatic quarter. They have access to alcohol. Like the American Embassy has a bar. Now there's alcohol in Saudi, by the way. Saudi alcohol, but only to non-Muslim foreigners. Began allowing legal, strictly regulated alcohol sales to non-Muslim diplomats to select high-earning non-Muslim foreign residents. Alcohol used to be legal way back until some prince got pissed drunk and killed people. Come to China, you're legit the king. Sheesh. Yeah. No. Saudi alcohol legalization. There are so many princes here. If you have an in with a prince, man, your life is good. The ban following the murder of Vice Consul Cyril Osman by Prince Mishari bin Abdulaziz, a total ban on alcohol import, sale, and consumption was established. So in 1951-52, there's been prohibition. I've had my first drink. There's a lot of people that have like make moonshine in the kingdom. I've had my first drink at the age of 16. I was moonshine. I had it with Coke. Hello, chubby puppy bear. Welcome in. You go straight for the Discord. I'm low-key afraid, but welcome. Okay. Trader, you need to complete the authentic setup. Initial, blah, blah, blah. Should I proceed with to recreate or do you want to do the admin setup first? Let's do the admin setup first. No, that's not true. 16. Well, that's happened in the past. No, careful by what I say means like criticism towards royalty and the government. Criticism towards policies is okay. But if you're like hurting egos, that's where I gotta be real careful. Am I? Yeah, I'm allowed to IRL stream. You just lurk mostly, no worries. I just like kind of off-putting, no worries. Thank you for clarifying. I have a nerd role where I put resources. So if you want to, I haven't been maintaining it much lately. Make sure to hit the nerd role. Of course. It's mostly me doing things. I haven't been like educating. I just share like this is what my infra looks like. This is what I did. We'll do binge drinking at the embassy, bruh. We have to get access to go into the embassy, which I can. My mom can help me get access. The both of us will have to like take a picture of our passports and send it to my mom, and she has to get like pre-approval. Yeah, kind of. There have been times when I was younger when shit hits the fan or like something's going on with the American government, we'd get a ring on our landline and they'd like do a check and ensure like all family members are safe and they'll give a warning. So kind of like protected by the American government. Kind of. It's also not easy to get like I worry about like, I see other countries where people are storming the embassies. I worry about that same for my mom. I don't want like a whole Fargo kind of situation happening. But in Saudi, there's a diplomatic quarter. You see this? It's heavily militarized by the Saudi government. And there are many, if countries can afford to, they put their embassies here. Yeah, before 2015, it was like the rules didn't apply similarly here. People just walked around wearing what they wanted. Now it's like throughout the kingdom. It's more like social stigma than like legal. You're going to face like social stigma instead of legal repercussions for like wearing shorts and stuff like that. Like I as a man could not wear shorts. There's no freedom of speech here, Flo. Like I don't think there's freedom of speech anywhere, to be honest. There's only like levels of control speech, right? And Saudi is like higher level of control. They say freedom of speech exists, but like I don't think there is true freedom of speech. At least that's my opinion. Yeah, like without fear of retaliation, like you're gonna face some sort of repercussion. For speech offenses, yeah. Even in the US, like how were these students that were protesting, like, being deported or being jailed for it? So I don't think there is true freedom. It's just like levels of controlled speech. You were in Dubai? Nice. Nice. Citizens have free speech, yeah. So it's more like freedom of speech for me, but not for thee. But also, like, didn't people lose their jobs for protesting? Not protesting, for showing support for Kirk's, like, not support, for who were celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, which I'm not gonna. It's not something to be celebrated about, but people celebrated it, and then they lost their jobs, right? So, like, it doesn't make sense. But, like, shouldn't it also apply to the government needs to protect you from ramifications, right? Your government needs to protect you for what you say. I don't think you should be able to get fired for what you said on the internet. I don't believe you should be beaten up, right? Like, say your neighbor doesn't like what you said and they beat you up. Fired for the 4 previous years, which I don't agree with either. Yeah. Now, beaten if you say extremist stuff online, why shouldn't a company fire you? I mean, I understand that, but that doesn't mean, at least from my understanding, that it's controlled speech. Protect their image. Okay. It's freedom of speech, not freedom from consequences. Let me catch up with chat. The current administration, it was free speech for everyone, but now they're targeting immigrants because the current government sucks. Stopping the government from punishing you, not private companies. But before this administration, it wasn't a thing to target immigrants for what they say. Yeah. It was freedom of speech, not freedom from consequences. I think that was more retaliation for left getting fired the previous years. Yeah. Company has the right to protect their image. You can't be retaliated for by something illegal, but if you are employed by a company that has code of conduct that you agreed to, then that's why they can fire you. Your rights don't trample other rights. Public affection, what's that? Guys, I spent most of my life not in a democracy. So, like, I just let the government do its thing. I have no say in the direction. I've never voted, ever. And it's kind of like a privileged position to be in. No, there's no PDA. You don't know PDA in Saudi at all. Like, it's kind of a privileged position to be in because I've never been in a position where I can vote. Like, I'm a Sri Lankan citizen, but most of my life there was no ability for me to vote while I'm living abroad, and I don't know anything about what's going on in the country. Only through the news, right? I only go there for vacation. yeah, for visa people, it's a very gray area. So I've had no skin in the game when it came to like deciding who. Yeah, I am. I lived in Canada, right? I've studied Canadian law. It's a little fuzzy, but I don't know much about Canadian politics. And it's just an introductory course. I did introductory to intro Canadian law, Queens. Yeah, Canada does have speech laws, correct? The bill something for him not wanting to use preferred pronouns. But yeah, it covered intro Canadian law. Where's the syllabus? The legal system, public and constitutional law, private law. Just like we touched all of these different topics. And then I did intro to intellectual property law. And this is why I really like learning about talking about public domain and the history of copyright and copyleft. They do cover different open source. They do cover open source in this intellectual property law course. Okay, what do they want me to do? I think Flo is trolling. You're quite POG, but you wouldn't know, I guess. I had another chatter come in talk about how it's going in a direction you're not. You're grateful if you agree with the established narrative. For someone that says let's not talk geopolitics sure do come up a lot in my stream. I'm glad we are not at each other's throats and having a good we're talking to each other from a place of like let's discuss and learn from each other instead of like fuck you, you're wrong, I'm right and I know more and then therefore I'm better than you. So as long as we're keeping that going, I'm all right. No, fuck you. This reminds me of this.
You, fuck you! Bloody fuck you, bloody! Fucking mother, bloody fuck bitch! Bloody fuck you fucking bloody bastard! Benchwood, bloody! You, fuck you! Bloody fuck you, bloody! Fucking mother, bloody fuck bitch! Bloody fuck you fucking bloody bastard! Benchwood, bloody!
Did not return an alternative response. The heck? I got this error. I'm trying to access. Watch this. Let's see it.
Shut the fuck up!
wait.
Shut the fuck up！每次打都不接通知，我都快到家了才收到 news，干嘛？你是要打游击啊？你要是有什么事情，你
Guerrilla warfare.
你什么意思啊 ？Shut the fuck up！我
Shut the fuck up！
下班时间还要跟你请假，我不要回家打你了吧？
Wait.
吃饭再回去吃饭不行吗 ？Shut the fuck up！You say the one just no 就快，开完会吃完你画的饼，我回家还得吃得下饭吗？
We're making a blurb of this, or I'm gonna add it to the soundboard. Just the shut the fuck up.
是被武松打的母老虎。
Yeah, token-based routing rules are config music. Zero trust not locally. Since you have wildcard, should already resolve. The issue is public hostname routing in the target. But you may need to add auth as a public hostname or verify the wildcard. Catch-all rules. DNS resolves. Issue is on the tunnel's ingress rules. Tunnel config likely has an explicit hostname for each service rather than wildcard catch-all. Traffic 80. Okay. I don't understand why we need this, but let's do it. No need to add it? Okay. Flows have been through this. Let's see. Explain. Let me show you the it needs to be added to traffic. Send it in one of these like temporary code sharing. I can set up one of these of my own, right? Open source. Code snippet sharing. Snip code. Interesting. This doesn't look good. Okay. Share code snippets. Temporary code pin. These used to be so easy to find. Let's code file, code share, text sharing, temp text or link. Okay, something like this. I think I got it. I got the fly. Y'all, we're hitting 3-hour mark soon. I think I'm gonna call it. Well, we'll take this later. Haste bin. All right. I'll have a look at this and try to figure it out on my own.